Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the 10 best foods to swap out in your diet during a fat loss phase to make things as easy as possible. Everybody knows by now that caloric restriction and calorie restriction is important during a fat loss phase, and people seem to still get it wrong. Biggest issue people run into when they're dieting is hunger problems, and with these little tips and tricks that are fairly simple, we can save ourselves hundreds of calories per day, maybe thousands per week. So I'm going to take you through a list of these 10. These are kind of my personal favorites that I've used with multiple clients, like Mara here, who lost 17 kilos, and Simon, who also lost about 10 kilos. These are all clients that kind of use these methods and little tips and tricks, and I'm going to show you guys now. So the first one, this is a big one, everybody will be familiar with this, is coffee. Now, we all love caffeine, gives us energy, allows us to train harder, but people go wrong with coffees. If you're somebody that wakes up and grabs a Starbucks or a Costa, or you love your milky lattes, I've got so many clients who will drink 2 lattes a day at 250 calories for 2, and they're wasting calories. There's so many better options. So in our 3-in-1, which as you can see, unfortunately is open because I do have them, we have 85 calories in this. Now, I tend to go sometimes through 3 of these a day until I kind of looked. 85 calories, if you're doing 3 of those a day, you're just throwing calories away. Yes, it tastes great, but we can go instant coffee, or if you want to be fancy, one of these guys, which is about 40 calories or so. It's like a long Americano. That with a dash of milk and then a sweetener, a couple of sweeteners in there, you can save yourself a few hundred calories per day. I'm not someone that's going to sit here and say, coffee's bad, don't drink coffee. But if you're someone that needs to have a coffee, do you really need to have, half a cup of warm frothy milk and a touch of coffee? That's why it tastes so good. Be smart, guys. Low calorie options, black coffee with sweeteners and things like that, or get the fancy stuff. Yeah, and think, even in places like Starbucks, you can get the low calorie sources, so like sugar-free caramel syrup and all this stuff. Take advantage of that stuff. I know it might not be as gut friendly, probably get called out on that, but at the end of the day, this is a game of calories when it comes to losing body fat. So this is a big one for me. Try and keep it black. Okay, so the second food I recommend swapping out is mixed nuts. This can be almonds, cashews, pistachios, whatever you want. For the sake of this video, I bought myself some mixed nuts. 30 grams of these guys, 180 calories. 30 grams of nuts. This is nearly 200 calories. People are just going through handfuls of this stuff. It's so easy to eat. Yes, there can be some health benefits. We're talking about calories here in fat loss. 30 grams of nuts here. Is that going to fill you up? No. Is that going to make you fat? Probably, because you're going to eat more than 30 grams. A nice low calorie alternative is low calorie popcorn. There's 1,000 different types, but this is the one I bought today. And for this, we're gonna go 50 grams of this is 190 calories. So 180 calories versus 50 grams. Let me just get a bowl. Let's have a look at the difference here. That's 20 grams. So 200 calories nearly, and 50 grams of these are 200 calories. This is only 20 grams, so I need a bigger bowl. You get my point. If you're snacking on an evening and you want something to snack on, do this. How does it taste? Terrible, but it's such a better option for you. Honestly, I wouldn't go near this. These are salted as well. High sodium, your weight's gonna be up in the morning. You're gonna be bloated, feel like crap. Get rid of these guys, swap them out for this. I could eat this twice and then half again for the same amount of calories as this. No brainer. Okay, so the third swap of the day is going to be ice cream. Now, if you're the type of person that just wants to eat chicken and vegetables, maybe this video is not for you. But I like to enjoy my life. I like to eat nice food, and I like to be in shape all the time. And this allows me to do it. Will it wreck your digestion? Yes. Does it give you a stomach ache? Yes. Is it a full tub of gooey brownie ice cream for 360 calories? Yes. You'll notice that I'm not comparing it to a lovely tub of Ben & Jerry's, because I just don't even buy it. I won't even have it in the house. Even for the sake of this video, my videographer just said to me, where's the Ben & Jerry's? In the shop. So, and you're probably not going to do a whole tub. So you can sit there on an evening, for example, let's say you're having a date with your partner, whatever, you can go 50 grams of that popcorn at 200 calories, which is huge, as you just saw. We can go, half each. So if you and your partner, sharesies, 180 calories, and you're sitting there with a big cup of tea, whatever, you've got a decent amount of food and you can stay on track. This is a winner. And get the gooey brownie or the peanut butter flavor. 360 calories for a whole tub. The fourth swap out. You've heard me talk about these before. Hopefully you've heard about me. This is a big one still to this day. I understand understand extra virgin olive oil has its health benefits and we can have it in moderation. But from a calorie perspective, when we're trying to lose body fat, having 1 tablespoon of olive oil at 125 calories per tablespoon can be a problem later down the line if you're having 2, 3, 4 tablespoons a day. There's so many ways to fill your calorie count up than just flooding your food with olive oil. So yes, maybe a tablespoon here and there is fine, but if you would like, notice how it's empty as well, not because of me, if you'd like to save calories, any sort of oil spray. Now, again, with these oil sprays, doesn't mean you can just sit there for half an hour on the pan and flood it. Still, you know, just a little on the pan and you're done. You'll save hundreds of calories there. In the UK, you have Fry Light. Over here, we have whatever this is, but it's about 1 calorie per spray, 5 to 10 sprays. Save yourself a whole load of calories. Again, I got a lot of stick last time, people telling me, oh, olive oil is healthy. If you're having 500 calories a day, too many, because of extra virgin olive oil, it is no longer healthy for you. You're gonna get fatter and fatter. Swap it out for low calorie options, and if you are gonna use it, make sure you track it properly. Okay, now, food number 5 that I recommend swapping out is rice. Now, before people give me hate, I'm a big fan of carbohydrates. I feel like everybody should eat carbs during a fat loss phase. However, we can make it last longer. So, cauliflower rice over regular rice. Now, I'm not hating on rice. I eat rice all the time. I give people rice to eat. But if you look at a pack of rice, this is Tilda, you have Uncle Ben's, Sainsbury's Basics, all of that good stuff. 1 pack of this, so 125 grams, 2 servings, is 330 calories for this whole thing. You have 62 grams of carbohydrates overall, 5 fat, 7 protein, 330 calories, yeah? Versus this entire cauliflower rice slash broccoli, because I got the wrong one, is 40 calories per serving. So 200 grams of this is 40 calories, okay? 0.5 fat, 1.7 carb, some fiber and some protein, 1 gram each. It's literally nothing. 60% cauliflower, 40% broccoli. If your calories are getting low, which everyone's does towards the end of a dieting phase, this is gonna allow you to feel like you're eating more food and feel more full. And you can also, what I sometimes used to do back in the day, when I used to diet, is I would combine the two. So you go 125 grams of rice, you have your 30 grams of carbs, a full thing of here in there, mix it together and you've just got more volume, more food. Bulk it up with veggies, some lean protein, you know, sparkling water, a lot of fluids, and you can sit there for 10 minutes feeling like you're eating a lot. And anybody knows that when you're dieting, just sometimes the thought of just eating something for a while feels good. You just want to eat all the time. That's why I like the popcorn, because you can constantly go back at it. This is honestly a game changer if you use these guys together. Okay guys, food number 6 that I recommend swapping out is everybody's favorite, is peanut butter. I'm afraid, again, gram to calories, it's just not worth it. I haven't bought it because I just don't have it in the house, because I'll always have PB2. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter is always more than you think. So 20 grams of peanut butter. So you put your peanut butter on the scales, it's, let's say, whatever's in it, you take 20 grams out, okay? I guarantee you, your tablespoon is 35, 40 grams, because 20 grams of peanut butter is around 115 calories, okay? And it's just not much. It's depressing how little it is. Whereas if you use something like PB2, so we have 16 grams per serving, which is 1, 2, that's 15 grams, okay? So as you can see in here, then a little bit of water. So if you're having your oats, or if you like shakes, or even if you like anything, dipping it into here. As you watch this, pretty quickly, it's going to become, if you do it properly, so this is 60 calories. Again, boom, you have a lot more. There's still loads in there as well. And it tastes just as good. It tastes just as good. First of all, instead of having all fat, you have 2 grams of fat, you have 6 grams of carbs, 8 grams of protein. So it's high in protein, it tastes great. It can go in your oats, it can go yogurt and berries, it can go in shakes. It tastes great, we've just tried it. Once you try this, you'll never go back, especially if you're trying to lose body fat. Peanut, but having it in the house is suicide when you're trying to lose weight. That's why I don't have it here. Similar to the ice cream. Boom, it's a big one. So food number 7, one of the foods I recommend to drop out when you're trying to lose body fat, is Greek yogurt. So we have low-fat Greek yogurt, 0% Greek yogurt, think Fahey or Phage, wherever you're from. So we know that they kind of come in at 500 grams, these tubs. This is just a standard low-fat Dubai version. But we know that 500 grams of Phage, full fat, is around 384 calories, close to 400 calories. And it sits at about 36 grams of protein, 20 grams of fat, fat, 15 carbohydrates. Where if you switch out to 500 grams of the 0% stuff, or this, where the macros are very similar, it's 267 calories, so a nice drop there. But we're looking at 53 grams of protein, 0 to maybe 3 or 4 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs. So in terms of that macro breakdown, you have very high protein as well with lower calories. It's gonna fill you up all the same, guys. And when you've got this, those extra calories you've saved, 120 calories, first of all, your protein's way higher. We can mix whey into this, we can mix berries into this, we can mix the low-calorie peanut butter into this and make a nice big bowl of it. If you have, this is 500 grams, put maybe 300 grams into a bowl, some frozen blueberries, scoop of whey, chocolate, whatever you want. You can have, you know, for 400 or 500 calories, a huge bowl of food, which is so nice to have before bed. Anyone that works with me knows I'm a big fan of eating the foods we enjoy before bed. So whether it's like oats, Greek yogurt with berries and dark chocolate, whatever. This is a great filling snack. High in protein, digests well. Definitely a friend during a fat loss phase. So guys, food number 8 is berries. Now, do not drink your calories. Orange juice, apple juice, mango juice, whatever it may be. It's a huge waste of calories. It's in, it's out, it's gone, doesn't fill you up. Whereas if we switch anything over to the berry family, if you're thinking about fruit, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, they tend to be very low calorie for the volume you can get. 125 grams of blueberries is around 70 calories. Raspberries tend to be the same, strawberries and blackberries around the same. Again, you don't want to just be eating salads and boring foods when you're dieting. This, again, these can go in overnight oats, hot oats, they can go in yogurts, they can go in smoothies, they can go in shakes, they can go in anything and it tastes great. I'd always recommend freezing them, especially strawberries. I always love to have frozen fruit. It's easier it stays longer, tastes better, it takes longer to eat. But berries are definitely a good source of fiber and they taste great. So do not drink orange juice and waste your calories. Eat your calories. All right, so number 9, zucchini, okay? Now, this big guy here is 300, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? 300 grams, okay, for this big guy. Now, spaghetti, high in carbohydrates. Noodles, high in carbohydrates. Pasta, high in carbohydrates. Zucchini, nothing in it. How do we make it? This guy, very, very straightforward. I think, just bought this, but we all know what it is. Right, we turn and here I am making my zucchini noodles, I think. Is this working? As you can see, that isn't how you do it, but zucchini noodles. Again, we can make this into a whole thing of spaghetti. In fact, I'm gonna pause this video and do it properly. Okay, we're back. So 2 hours later, here, zucchini noodles. Right, that was 50 calories for 300 grams. I could easily make that twice as big. Now, any sort of veggies in there, any lean meats, chicken, a little bit of low calorie like tomato, pasta sauce type vibes, spaghetti with no calories. And I managed to do it right. It works. If you've tasted this, you'll know. 50 calories in there. Bang some onions in, some spinach, some chicken, some garlic, and boom, you've got a low calorie meal. 50 calories, it's fuck cool. Put 2 of these in, that thing will be like that. Great little addition. Again, I'm not knocking carbohydrates, I'm not knocking spaghetti and pasta, but we want to be eating and volume is important. And this is a very high volume, low calorie food. It is an absolute must. Let's go. Okay, the 10th and final food swap. It's gonna piss some people off, but low calorie drinks, they are okay. In a fat loss phase, calories reign supreme. Okay, to lose body fat, we must have calorie restriction. These guys allow you to do that. Water, sparkling water, appetite suppressant, takes up room in your stomach, great tool. We have nice, sweet drinks here. Are they the most gut-friendly drinks in the universe? Probably not. Are they going to kill you? Probably not. They taste good. We have C4s, Monsters, we all know these. High in caffeine, a great energy drink, low in calories. No, don't drink 17 of them a day and drink them before bed, obviously. But one every few days, every so often before you train is okay. 0 calories. You could drink 20 of these a day. You will not gain body fat. Wouldn't recommend it because of the caffeine. Cannot gain fat without calories. Okay, what else? We've got a diet 7-Up here, 0 calories. Again, filling holes in the day. We have a peach iced tea. This is like a personal favorite of mine. Yes, they're full of sweeteners. Yes, they might not be the best food for you and you can argue about it amongst yourselves. But when I'm dieting, I like to enjoy my foods. I like to have a lot of food. That's why I like the zucchini, high volume, things like that. And I like a peach iced tea that tastes sweet. I like these sort of drinks. So obviously, mostly I'm drinking water, but if I'm flagging and I'm getting hungry, or in between meals, I might have a Diet Coke or a Diet 7-Up or even a C4. They're a great tool. Everybody uses them. We don't like to admit it, but everybody does. And like I said, you cannot gain body fat without calories. So if something is 0 calorie or 1 or 2 calories and it's sweetened with stevia or sucralose, it is okay when it comes to your body fat. Those are my 10 foods I recommend swapping out. If you enjoy these type of videos, let me know. Leave a comment. I'll make more videos like this. Gonna have some high protein videos coming out soon, more training stuff. I'm just gonna try and keep pumping out videos for you guys.